Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Carpool here, back again with another Anthem video. This is a video where we compile all of the questions composed to Mark Dara and to Jonathan Warner right here on to Twitter, and we're going to bring them right to you right here in this video, and we're going to answer all of those questions pretty much over the last 2 weeks. So kick back, relax, and enjoy. Now let's get started. Now the first question comes from the user Noel, and he asks Mark Dara, we saw the Interceptor only had one weapon in the trailer. Will that just stay, or are you able to wield more? And Mark Dara replied, Interceptor has 2 weapon slots. So there you have it. We have 1 weapon slot. We have a two weapon slots. That's right. You have 2 weapon slots available to you at all times. Now, Saber asks Mark Dara, is 2 weapons mandatory, or can we just equip 1? And Mark Dara replies, you can leave a slot empty, I guess. So if you decide you want to go and roll with just 1 slot, you can do that if you want. Next up, Isaac Hall asks Mark Dara, would leaving a weapon in a slot empty up us since there's something else available, a higher mobility, or allow us to put something else in there, a non-weapon? And Mark Dara replies, no. So there you have it. Rolling with 2 weapon slots would probably be the most ideal way to go about rolling with your javelin. Next up, Iron Dara asks Mark Dara, if you're currently playing a Ranger's javelin and you pick up an item for your Storm javelin, can you just stock it in your stash and pick it up for your Storm later? Mark Dara replies, yes, if you pick up stuff for a different javelin, that javelin can use it. So there you have it. If you're rolling with whatever class that you have and you pick up a different item for one that you own, such as you rolling with the Ranger, you pick up something for the Storm, you can store that and use it for your other javelin later. Next up, Captain asks Mark Dara, not sure if this was answered, but will we have to buy a season pass for DLC? And he replies simply a no. If you didn't know, well, you're about to know now. There is a no, that's right, and no reason to buy DLC because it's going to be free. That's right, Anthem will have free DLC. Next up, Geek asks Mark Dara, will it be significant more difficulty, or does the difficulty scale based on how many people are playing a mission? And Mark Dara replies, yes and yes. So there you have it. The difficulty will scale as missions progress, and if you decide to play with some friends, that said mission will be increased in difficulty as well. So rest assured, everybody, I think is going to be easy breezy breeze. It will scale in difficulty. Next up, Lorna asks a great question to Mark Dara. She asks, are there different types of weapons for Anthem like in Mass Effect, bullets, energy beams, etc.? Mark Dara replies, there are different types of weapons. So if you're used to anything that was in like Mass Effect 3, if you played it, if not, there are a different variety of weapons. So we have a lot in store for our javelins and with Anthem. Next up, Amok asks Mark Dara, will there be any Iron Man themed gear or skins for javelin? Mark Dara replied, we'll see what happens, but we need a Disney on board for that. Now this is just awesome. Imagine you rolling with a Iron Man skin in Anthem. That would be epic. I know I would definitely buy it, but like you said, we'll have to have Disney on board. But you never know. Disney's are in the video game industry as well, so you never know. Next up, PJ Coster asks Mark Dara, do you know if the game will be cross-platform playable? Looking forward to the game a great deal. And Mark Dara replies, not at launch, but you never know. Once Sony chance it stands on cross-play when it came to Fortnite, they said they will open it up and they will be reviewing games in the future, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that we can get that. Next up, Jason asks Mark Dara, do you have to do a mission to unlock your javelin? For example, after the tutorial, can I instantly play as my Colossus? And Mark Dara replied, we originally were going to have javelins tied to mission, but this resulted in them getting unlocked too late. As a result, instead, you were able to choose the suit to unlock at different level thresholds. So there you have it. Depending on your level, when you level up, you will then be able to choose what javelin you want to pick, and that's the way it's going to work in Anthem. Next up, your neighbor Jimothy asks Mark Dara, when did you guys decide to do this? And does that mean that each javelin is locked behind a specific level? Example, you unlock the Colossus at 5, level 10 you unlock the Storm, or will be given the option at any specific level. And Mark Dara replies, you can choose at each level gate, except you will start with the Ranger. So there you have it. When you start your adventure off in Anthem, you will start off with the Ranger, and after that you will be given the option at the level threshold. So Jonna asks Mark Dara, so we'll be able to pick the javelins 100 However, I was wondering if you only get loot for the javelins you have. For example, I don't have a star, then I won't get loot for it, but only if the javelins I possess. Is that correct? And Mardera replies, yes. So there you have it. That's the way it's going to work. Let's say you have a Colossus and you have a Ranger. So you're picking up different types of gear. You won't be getting gear for your Colossus or star. So you'll be just getting for the ones that you have. Next up, Glenn asks Mardera, you said that unlocking the javelin suits are different level thresholds. What thresholds are we talking about and what levels? And Mardera replies, to be determined, currently at the 5. So maybe level 5, level 10, level 15, maybe level 25. We'll see, but it's going to be on the 5s when we get those options to unlock what javelins we want. Next up, Hugo asks Mardera, how will we work the javelin switch system? Will we just go to the inventory and switch, or will we have to go to a specific place? And Mardera replies, it's done in the Forge, which is also where we'll be customizing our javelins. So here we have it, the mention of the Forge. The Forge is where we'll be going to upgrade our javelins, and we'll be able to switch out our javelins if we have those available. Next up, Kicking the Tail Game asks Mardera, will there be levels that are flying only? And Mardera replies, you can't fly long enough to get through entire level without, cooling off. So there you have it. You'll be able to fly around the level, and you don't have to worry about falling out the air, crashing out, stuff like that. You'll be good to go. Next up, Crispy Kringle asks Mardera, are you able to level up the amount of time you were able to fly around within the game? And Mardera replied, yes. So there you have it. There's going to be so many different ways to customize your javelin when it comes to Anthem, and flying and mobility will be one of them, rest assured. Next up, Glenn asks Mardera, will you be able to interact with down allies as the Colossus do while using the shield? And he replies, yes. So there you have it. You'll be able to interact with your down enemies, pick them up, shield off different enemies. Hey, look, Anthem is going to be epic, I'm sure of it. Next up, Matthias asks Mardera, is there going to be a keyboard and mouse support for console? And Mardera replies, I don't know, likely not at launch. But he doesn't just rule it all out. Hey, we know it's going to be keyboard and mouse support for PC, so why not for PS4 and Xbox One? I could definitely see that in the future, so we have that to look forward to as well. And hey, look, this is pretty much all the questions that are pretty much answered within the last 2 weeks to Mardera and posted Jonathan Warner. And I gathered all these questions right here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will be doing this as the questions come in, put them all together, get a nice little video, and give us all the update on the news that's coming to the world of Anthem. And that's going to end it for this video. Thank you for everybody for all your love and support. Now get out there and have some fun with Anthem coming soon. And I will see y'all soon. Later.